will be a walk around in my 2001 Mustang GT. I've had a lot of interest and folks are wanting to see more of it, so I figured I'd do a video to try to cover everything. All the upgrades are listed. You know, the one thing I didn't list was all the other miscellaneous parts that I replaced. Purchased the vehicle a little over a year ago from original owner with 43,000 miles. So I've put about 20,000 miles on it, and up until yesterday it was my daily driver. As you can see, the paint is immaculate. I think that's the one thing that probably sets this car off more is the paint. When I replaced the antenna, I did the antenna delete. The difference between the paint was very slight. I mean, there was a little fade there, but almost identical. So it just shows you just how the vehicle, just having the paint, makes such a big difference. As you can see, the convertible top is in really good shape. There's no tears, rips, no discoloration, nothing like that. Glass is in perfect shape. Nothing wrong with the glass. Let me show you something else. These are things I look for when I buy a car, and trust me, if you're looking at this car, you want to buy from someone like me, because I want to buy from someone like me. So you can always tell the condition of a car when you start looking into the jams of the car. You can tell how well the car has been preserved. You see there's no rust or gook or anything around these guys. This car was garage kept, had a car cover in the trunk. Another thing I look for when I buy a car is I look to see what the condition of the spare is. So you can see this is brand new. It's got everything that it did 18, 17 years ago in perfect condition. I took the spare out, kind of dusted things off, checked the air in the spare. It's good to go. See how the carpet is immaculate. The sides, everything is in perfect shape. These are things I look for, things I know you'll appreciate as well. Let's walk around to the inside of the car. Again, I'll show you another thing I look for. Same thing, it's the jams, just to see how clean they are. That gives you an overall kind of a idea of how well the car's been kept. You can see that it's in perfect shape. The carpet, perfect shape. We'll get the top down in a minute, I'll show you better. Seats, no rares, no cracks. I didn't put any leather treatment on these seats because I'm not trying to hide anything. You can see that there is some, these cracks don't go deep. They're just wrinkles, they're not even cracks. And I think that's important. When I look at a car, the last thing you want to do is have to spend $2,000 to get seats recovered. Not worth it on a car like this. So let's sit down, show you the inside. We'll crank it up, listen to it. Get some air going here. The air blows cold, which definitely needed where I live here in Houston. Like again, the car is immaculate, carpet's immaculate, passenger side seat, everything's in really good shape. There's no tears, rips, nothing like that. $400 Hurst shifter. It's just a beautiful shifter. I love the shifter. One of the things about this car is very nostalgic when I drive it. I mean, it's like a time machine going back to 2001. It's a light car, it runs good. I'll give it a couple of revs here. So let's take a kind of a listen outside real quick. We'll get the hood up, and then we'll get the top down. So I just washed the car. A bit wore out just from washing it. It's got a good sound to it. These are the Borla attacks. All my parts off AmericanMuscle.com. $825, you can go check them out. Let's get the hood up. Another thing I did is I put the red line struts on the hood. That was really important because I hate having to mess with that little bar thing that Ford's so proud of. Even my 2016 still has a bar on it. Now, I'll tell you guys, if you can hear me over the motor, I don't spray a bunch of goop all over my motor, so you're not going to see that. It's not going to be all shiny. This is what it looks like. You can see that it's really clean, no oil leak, nothing like that. It's very good, so I'll stop. inside and get the top down. Now that it's cooled off. All right, everything's in working order. So all the windows work. Everything works as it should. No problems there. Air's cold. Just sitting here even idling. It's like almost 100 degrees out there. So we'll flip these little guys out. Push the button and let her go back. You'll see she goes back real smooth. No problems there because there's brand new shocks on it. I think that's the one thing that it's hard to list in an ad is everything you've done to a car. And this car didn't need a lot when I got it, but it was 18 years old, 17 years old, so I replaced the hydraulic, I guess you'd be hydraulic shocks, struts, whatever they are, cylinders. Replaced those all through LMR. Even the little things in this car that I did that I think someone will definitely appreciate is even like the pedals were getting a little wore. And I replaced those. What I mean about the pedals, they're just little rubber covers, but it's just that, you know, I'm anal retentive. And when I'm working on stuff, you know, if I see something wrong, I'm gonna fix it. Let's get you just a better view of the car. I'll take some still pictures, add to the ad. I've had a lot of cars. I think this is number 63. I just bought 64 yesterday. I guess you would say it's my thing, I don't know. But I will tell you that out of all the cars, there's a few that I missed and wished I could have kept, and I think this would be one of them. I'm not saying that to try to sell the car to you, I just mean it. If I had a 3-car garage, like some of my neighbors, I would definitely keep it, especially the money I have in it. All right, guys, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I hope this was informative. I hope you got a good little overview of the car without having to drive out to see it. Thanks a lot.